What up, world? I'm Steve, founder and CEO of CryptoCrewUniversity.com, home of the #1 crypto classes. If you want to take this complex world of crypto, make it super simple so that you have more success, this channel is for you. Hit that subscribe button, join the movement, and everybody hit that thumbs up button. This is an emergency update video. Bitcoin has plunged in price, and today we are giving our target. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Friday. Hope you're having a beautiful day. This is an emergency video. This is a bonus video. I'm a man of my word. In our video just on Wednesday, we said, look, if we can hit 3K likes, we're going to do a special emergency update for you and our community. So here we are. I'm a man of my word. I hope you appreciate it. Leave some love, leave some like down below, and let's jump into the video. We've got a lot to uncover today. We're going to be jumping in to a fresh new chart that I haven't showed you before, always trying to show you something new, innovative, a different way to think. We're going to get into this chart and all of its details, as well as this chart has some phenomenal information that you need to know for the here and the now. There's also some brand new developments on the fair and greed chart as well. And last but not least, some incredible developments on one of the most explosive charts, the must-see chart that you need to be following for, hopefully, for the past year. You've been following this chart, and some brand new developments are happening right now. Before we get into that, I want to have a heart-to-heart with you for a moment. So listen closely, clear your mind, and I want to ask you, how does it feel that it seems like every trade you get in, boom, the market turns on you? How does it feel to always feel that stress and pressure each trade you make, because you never know if it's a good idea or not? How does it feel to keep watching those big trades pass you by? And how does it feel when you continuously have been trying to recover those losses and you just can't seem to do it? Think about it. All of those problems I just named above, I have your answers. I've been helping students all around the world transform into a successful trader, and I want you to be next. Think about, how would it feel if I helped you transform into dominating your trades? I helped you transform into recovering those losses and feel the joy of winning trades. How would that feel? What would that mean for you and your family? What would it mean to tell your friends and family that you transformed into a successful trader? How would that feel? That's what I want to help you with. Father's Day is just around the corner. Do it for yourself. Do it for your family. Put your foot down and say, enough is enough. I am tired of losing these trades. And by the way, you know that for a limited time only, we have a ridiculous 50% off. We've been around for 3 years. We've never done a 50% off. This is unprecedented, limited time only. Father's Day is coming. It's time to put your foot down. So there's two options. The gold bundle has been flying off the shelves. It's more popular than everything else combined. And that's probably where you're going to sign up. If you've been in crypto around 1 to 3 years, it'll be perfect for you. You're going to love it. You're absolutely going to love it. You can get more information right here. By the way, the website is right here, CryptoCrewUniversity.com. Pause this video, jump on the website. More info is right here. Sign up right here. 50% off, limited time only. If you're really new to crypto, just getting into crypto, you want to start right at step 1, you jump on the diamond. Right? It's that simple. It's that simple. If you have any questions, you're going to go right to this contact button right here, and I'll be standing by. Any questions, contact. Let's get you signed up. Today is the day that you finally put your foot down. I'm looking forward to seeing you on the other side. Now, this is a logarithmic growth curve for Bitcoin. It's fascinating. There's so much information to uncover here, but I want to start at the big picture so that you understand what does this even mean, because there's a lot of misconceptions about this as well. There's two kinds of growth, right? There's exponential growth curves, right? Exponential growth curves are in the beginning really slow, and then they start to build faster, bigger, faster, bigger, faster, bigger over time. Where logarithmic growth curves are the exact opposite. They start with huge growth, and then over time it gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. So this is a logarithmic growth curve, meaning it started, Bitcoin, with explosive moves, and then they got smaller and smaller and smaller, and the curve starts to flatten out. Now, a lot of the herd will say, I don't know about that, Steve. Bitcoin, as soon as more money comes into Bitcoin, Bitcoin will be bigger and more volatile and move up quicker. That's completely false. So be very careful with what the herd says and just try to do always the opposite of what they say, and you'll be very safe. But just in all honesty, Bitcoin is going to be on a slower trajectory based on common sense and based on every other market in the history of mankind has done the same thing. So I just want to point that out before we get into it. What's happened recently, and by the way, we're on a monthly chart. What's happened recently, we've got two candles that are really holding on for dear life as we went through this period of the last few months. And the candle right now, as we speak, is holding critical support on our bottom line here, highlighted in yellow. All right. So I would like to really dig into this chart. I don't know if you've seen this chart before or how much you know about this chart or the fascinating patterns and fractals in this chart. I would like to really dig into it a lot deeper, and let me know down below if you want to hear some more information about this chart. But by the way, if you're new here, this is where we take a really scientific approach to the charts, looking at only the facts, only the price action, because that is where the secret lies to whether Bitcoin is going to go up or down a significant amount in the near or distant future. So if that sounds interesting to you, if you really like that, hit the subscribe button, join the movement. This month we're on our journey to 80,000 subscribers. Not bad for posting one video a week for the better part of a couple years. So thank you for all the support. It's been an absolutely wild ride. Now, what we're going to get into here is I want you to notice that each bear market Bitcoin has seen, we've really hugged this yellow line here, our bottom growth logarithmic curve, right? You can see it in the first ever bear market we had. We hugged this curve. We hugged it here. The problem we had with this move is this was too much too fast, and Bitcoin really got out of its element. This was uncharted territories where we were trying to recover. We just had a few months on this bottom level here. Then we had an explosive move, got rejected very hard, and we've struggled since then to keep our ground. We've had two candles close on the edge here. Again, the bodies of these candles didn't hold as resistance. That would be very bad. But we're on the edge. We're on the edge, okay? So we want to keep a close eye on this. However, the other way to look at it is, look, anytime we've been here at the bottom level, it's usually an incredible buying opportunity in the big picture, right? Somebody will say, oh my God, Steve, you said it was an incredible buy opportunity, and then 4 minutes later, Bitcoin dumped 25 cents. Are you out of your mind? I know there'll be one of those people, and they probably won't even get the joke I just told. I hope you got it. I'm sure you did. But look, the reality is, if we're at this bottom level, we're good. The question is, and the main question is, are we going to develop a new wave where Bitcoin hangs out below this yellow line? That's the key. That's the key. Over the next couple months, we're going to uncover exactly that. So this is one chart I want to keep you up to date on. Let me know down below if you are interested in learning more about this Bitcoin. And you can grab it here. It's the Bitcoin log growth curve. Okay? And this is just a slightly customized version of that. Now, I want to talk about the here and now, because anytime Bitcoin plunges, as we wrote in our title, people go crazy. The herd really takes this news and runs with it, and they try to blame it on all these different things. However, we want to look at only the facts and the charts and stay level-headed. What are the facts? Well, the facts are we've been in this trend for 92 days, okay? We've been in this trend for 92 days. Highlighted in green here are our lows. This was our first low. Then we made a higher low here in April. Then we made another higher low April 21st. We made another higher low May 11th. We made another higher low May 25th. And we're just in this move right now. As it stands now, it's a higher low. It's a higher low. Now, let's talk about targets, because if we're going to break this short-term trend, Bitcoin would have to make a lower low. So we go to our chart and we look at the facts and we look left and we say, okay, the previous low is here, 8,006, 8,007. Now, if Bitcoin makes a lower low than this, we're in the midst of changing this trend. Mind you, this trend is 3 months old, okay? In order to technically break the trend, not only do we need to make a lower low, we also need to make a lower high. Our previous high is here, 10.3, something like that, right? 10.3. This was our previous high. So if you want to buy Bitcoin at lower prices, you better hope that we close below 8,006, and when we come on our next rally, we do not get up to 10.3. That, technically speaking, is a broken trend. Then the trend, the bigger picture trend, will pick up and continue, which is this chart, which we'll get to in a moment. But the short-term trend, the 3-month trend, is still intact as we speak. However, we've just recently broken the trend, but we have not closed below it yet. Now look over here. We've got 10 hours, meaning this green candle right here has 10 hours to close. We haven't closed it yet. If we were to close, for example, at this same price we're at now, 9,004, we will now be holding this trend line of 3 months as resistance, which used to be our support for 92 days. Okay? That's not a good sign. However, technically speaking, we need a lower low and a lower high to technically break the trend, forming a new downtrend, which this longer term trend, will take power. We'll piece the puzzle together in a moment, but these are all very important steps for you to take. So next time Bitcoin plunges or Bitcoin really goes up, take a breath, stay level-headed, look at the facts and the charts. I want you to look at trend. What trend are we in? Are we making higher lows, lower highs? What are we doing with the trend and for how long? And then look at market structure. Those are the only two things I want you to look at, and that's where all the facts will lie. So in the short term, we're watching, in the very short term, in the next 10 hours, we're looking at how does this candle close, okay? That's the very short term. How does this candle close? If it closes around 9,004, this will now be resistance, which was our support for 92 days. Over the next handful of days to a couple weeks, if we close below this 8,006, we are going to create a lower low, and more than likely we will probably have a failed rally and create a lower high. We'll have to see how that plays out. Another thing I would like to point out is here on the Fear and Greed Index, which now registers a 38. And again, we have a 10-hour window before we get updated on the newest number. But let's take a look. We're here on the 3-month chart, right? This is something that we talked about for quite some time. for probably the better part of 2 to 3 months, we've been looking at this range of 38 to 42. And we said we need to hold that as support. We are right at the 38 as we speak. We've had technically a double top here at 56, both on May 9th and June 2nd. All right. We've had a technical double top. We're holding critical support, still not resistance. We're holding critical support at our 38 level. We're going to see in 10 hours from now what this number is. If it's below 38, that's a foreshadowing of a trend reversal, okay? If we're below 38, 10 hours from now, it's foreshadowing of a trend reversal. So keep a close eye on that. Keep a close eye on that. Again, that's in the short term, next 10 hours, just like we talked about here. So, scenario time. If Bitcoin closes below 8,600, as we talked about, it's a lower low. That would be trouble for this chart. Okay? This chart is what we've been talking about for 10 months, something like this. Now, look at the monthly candle we're at now. Still looking incredible. We've got 18 days to go. This is going to be the most exciting 18 days that Bitcoin has had in a long time. If we somehow could get the strength to close at 9,200 or above on our monthly candle, again, it'll be the most bullish thing Bitcoin has done in 3 years. Okay? But this is a slippery slope here that we're in right now. And it's a critical time for Bitcoin to see how this is going to play out. If you want to know how the monthly candle is going to play out, you're going to watch this short-term trend. You're going to watch the crypto fear and greed index with the trend there. And you're going to keep a close eye on the lower lows and the lower highs to see how the monthly candle closes, which will dictate the bigger picture trend. Does that make sense? Are you with me? There's a lot going on, but plain and simple, the next 18 days are going to be legendary. Make sure you hit that subscribe button right now and join the movement so I can keep you up to date on all of these charts we just discussed. So, another thing I want to discuss, I have an incredible Steve Secrets to Success today, and I don't know if you guys notice, I am now on the other side of the world. As I mentioned, I'm in a boat, and it's very tough. Now I make videos for you at really late hours when I used to make them really early in the morning. I used to be on a 12-hour time frame. So I hope you appreciate it. I hope you don't notice that, but I hope you do appreciate it. I'm putting my all into these videos. Now, what I want to share with you is draw this trend line, and again, these are our two roadblocks. Roadblock number 1, the trend line. Roadblock number 2, and more importantly, 10,500. If this monthly candle breaks, if we break our trend here, it's highly likely that this monthly candle will close below this trend line, holding it as resistance over the next 18 days. If that were to happen, this trend continues. It all hinges on the fact of whether or not we can maintain this 92-day trend and continue prices up, trying to battle 10.5. That's the price we've been looking at month after month after month after month. And we've stayed level-headed. We've stayed level-headed while everybody panics about all these different price moves day to day and week to week. Not you, because you watched this channel here, you stay level-headed, you knew that 10.5 was the only price to really pay attention to, and everything else was noise. So in the short term, we need to see if this monthly candle can close above, being the most bullish thing in years, or it will close below if this trend is broken and that bigger picture trend will continue. Let me know how you think this is going to play out with the monthly candle. Is it going to hold support, or is it now going to be resistance with a trend continuation? Let me know about the short-term trend. How do you think this is going to play out? Do you think we're going to hold this level here and continue making higher lows? And also let me know about the logarithmic chart. Do you want to know more information? Do you want this to be in our routine, added into our weekly videos? Now, I want to talk to you about a couple important things. Some things that are holding you back, some objections that you may have. One of them is, Steve, you know what? I love watching your YouTube videos, and I'm just waiting for my trades and the market to turn around and I can get some profits and sign up to your courses. This is a terrible idea. It's a terrible idea. I've seen it happen time and time again. I want you to visualize something, a table in front of you right now, and picture every day you waiting to sign up to my classes, there's money left on the table, and then more money left on the table, and more and more and more. Why? Because you've formed a lot of bad habits right now, and you've been down a slippery slope for this entire time you've been in crypto, continuing to make these bad habits. The sooner you sign up, the sooner I can eliminate and destroy those bad habits and get you on the right path with the correct habits. Another one is, Steve, I don't know if I have the time. You'll be pleasantly surprised to know that my classes, you just need 15 minutes a day. And let's be honest, you've got 15 minutes a day. 15 minutes a day to change your life. Another one, cost. Steve, I don't know, I just can't afford it. Well, we've got 3-month payment plans and we have 6-month payment plans. And if you can't afford, for example, the diamond or the gold on 6-month payment plans, I have single courses that are a lot cheaper. If you go right here to the drop down of courses, you'll be able to see that these courses make up the gold. So instead of buying the gold, which includes everything, you can start at the intermediate and break that into 3-month payment plans, or get the advance on 6-month payment plans. So those are options, right? Those are options. I just wanted to share these with you because it's very powerful. My courses have helped people all around the world. I put my heart into it. And by the way, a lot of people are like, Steve, I don't know if I can follow the strategy. I haven't been in school in a long time. Courses seem overwhelming. I don't know if I can retain the information. Maybe English is my second language. To answer those questions, I have tons of students that have English as their second language or third, and they absolutely love it because I keep it so simple. Now, can you do it? Absolutely. Whether you're 10 years old or 110, I built my courses for anybody to take it, get it, and apply it. And by the way, I'm there every step of the way. If you have any question, I'm there. Sunday, I'm there. Monday, I'm there. Tuesday, morning, day, night, Christmas, my birthday, my son's birthday, my wife's birthday, any day of the year, I'm there. Every day of the year. And ask any of my students, and they'll back me on that. My students come number one. So yes, you will be fine. I will be there every step of the way with you. So again, the gold bundle is the one that's absolutely flying off the shelves. Go lock that in right now. If you want more information, it's right here. To sign up, boom, click that button and sign up. If you have any questions, you contact me right here. I'll be standing by. And again, if you're really new, you get the diamond. The only difference between the diamond and the gold are the beginner courses. The diamond has the beginner and the gold skips the beginner. So if you've been in crypto 1 to 3 years, you get the gold, you feel comfortable skipping the beginner, and then you get everything else. All right? So let's go into the Steve's Secrets to Success. How's this? We just designed this. Shout out to my team. We have an incredible team at Crypto Crew University. We designed this. It's got some quotes up here. It's got some stuff over here, Steve's Secrets. It's got website, email address. It's got the Twitter. If you want to go follow us on Twitter, Crypto Crew U on the Twitters. And make sure you subscribe here to YouTube. Oh yeah, road to 80K. So I want you, the community, to really help me with this. This month, we really want to hit 80,000 subscribers, but I can't do it alone. And again, as I talk about all the time, we're in this together. So let's get everybody, hit that subscribe button. A lot of people watch every single video and they have no idea they're not subscribed. So look down and hit that subscribe button. Quick update on my son. He's about to be 16 months old later this month. Can you believe it? Have you been watching? Were you watching before he was born? And you've been with me this whole journey? I just want to share with you a quick story. Today, he told me, like, in almost a real, like, human sentence. It's really cool. He said, Dad, go up, wheel. Now, to you, maybe if you don't have kids, you're like, Steve, this is the lamest thing you've ever said. If you have kids, that's pretty cool, because upstairs yesterday we learned about the wheel. In the captain's room on the boat, there's a big wheel. He learned about wheel, and he told me he wanted to go up to check out the wheel. It's really cool. So if you're a parent, you know what I'm saying, but I'm really proud of him. He's coming along really well, and we're getting to show him some. I can't believe he's been to a couple countries already. I didn't go to a couple countries until I was like 22. 22 was when I went to like my third country. So I can't believe he's one and doing that already. So Steve's Secrets to Success. If you're new here, this is where you can elevate your life. You can elevate not only just crypto, but if you want to achieve more success in life, you want to elevate your success, then this is for you. If you could care less about that, you should click off the video, because you will hate what I'm about to say. But more than likely, you want to achieve more success, and there's no better place to be. A lot of questions got asked. In a few videos ago, I explained how I got started in trading as this young teenage kid who wasn't even old enough to drive. I had my mom drive me to my first meeting with my financial advisor, and that was where it all began. And I got a lot of questions. Steve, what happened after that? Can you please explain what happened after? Because I'm very intrigued. So maybe this will inspire you. Maybe what I'm about to share with you, you've been through or you're going through right now, and maybe this will really help you, because I made a lot of mistakes. So after I left the meeting with that financial advisor, he gave me a whole bunch of papers with all these charts. I was in heaven. And I was looking through all these charts, and I figured out what I wanted to invest in, because at the time, as a young teenage kid, I really thought I knew what I was doing. I got into the market, and I started making money almost instantly. And that was a blessing and a curse. I started making money, and it fed my ego, it fed my confidence, and little did I know, everybody with half a brain was making a ton of money in the market, because the market was going ballistic. It was right before the dot-com bubble. It was almost like if you had one eye and you just kind of blindly pointed at a stock, you would have made money. I didn't realize that as a young teenage kid. I thought it was because I was a legend. No, Steve was not a legend. As a young teenage kid, I was a disaster, because the market soon after turned, and I lost a lot of money. And because of my ego, and because of my self-awareness, I took my money out almost near the bottom, because again, I thought I knew what I was doing more than the financial advisor who had been doing it for like 40 years, right? I thought I knew what I was doing, and I was like, no, I need to take my money out. Turned out to be the worst time to do that. I know in retrospect what I did, but at the time it was my ego getting in the way that was blinding me, and I really thought I could do it on my own. I spent the next couple of years failing time after time, and I tried all of these different things, and I kept getting beat over the head, and it took me years, really. And I know I'm supposed to lie to you and say, oh, since I came out of the womb, I was winning trades, and saying something like that would probably help sell more classes, but I could care less. On this channel, I keep it real with you all the time, and you know that. And I was a terrible trader for the first 5 to 6 years. Terrible. I made every mistake there was. And the biggest lesson I learned was, finally I lost another big trade, and I'm like, okay, I need to hit the pause button, and I got to take a look at the big picture. And it hit me that it was my ego, and it was this fictitious confidence that I had that I could turn it around, that the next trade was going to be the one, that the market was going to turn in my favor and everything was just going to suddenly be like those days that I was just making money right when I got in. I just kept feeling that before long I'm going to be making money like that time I was before. And it was a disaster. So the biggest thing I learned was to take a step back, and I focused on the fundamentals. I had to be honest with myself that I didn't know what I was doing. And that was something really hard for me to do at the time. Then I was like 22, 21, 22. And that was tough for a 21, 22-year-old kid to admit, hey, for the past 5 years or so, I was a train wreck with trading. And that was the biggest moment in my life. And at the time of 22, 23 was the time that I really had that aha moment with my whole life. And I saw the path that I was going to be on. I knew I was going to be an entrepreneur. I knew that I was going to impact a lot of lives. I knew that I was going to be my own boss. I knew that I was going to travel the world. Those things were crystal clear to me, but it wasn't clear at 18. It wasn't clear at 19. It took some time. So my advice to you, if you're down that slippery slope, you got to wake up. You got to wake up and say, look, I've got to do something different. And what helped me, maybe it won't help you, but what helped me was the fundamentals. I needed to pause. I needed to learn on my own. I needed to learn the fundamentals. And I needed to come to the realization that I let my ego get in the way of being a successful trader. And that was the major lesson for me. And I hope this resonates with you. Maybe you're on that slippery slope. Or maybe you're blinded that you're on that slippery slope like I was for years. And maybe this is your wake-up call. But no matter what, I hope it helps you. Because the reason I do these videos is to help as many people as I can. My mission is to change 1 million lives. But life by life, I want to help people not make all the ridiculous mistakes I did. Because it took me years. And then since then, I've been learning and getting better even still. So again, this is a game that you can definitely win. If you feel like you've done everything you can and you're not winning, you haven't done everything. So stick with it. If this is your true passion, stick with it and you will succeed. But you have to have that awakening like I did and say, look, my ego got in the way, my confidence got in the way, and it was fictitious. I didn't know what I was doing, and now get on the right path. So that was my story. Again, I know I'm supposed to lie to you and say that I was successful right coming out at birth, but that's just not my style. I will never do that to you guys. I always keep it 100% honest, and that is the truth, and hopefully that connects with you. Let me know down below if that connected with you, and I'll see you on Wednesday for a brand new video. Hope you enjoy it. Stay safe during this period. Hope you and your family are safe during this difficult period, but we're here together. I'm trying to do as much bonus content as I can, even though I'm incredibly tired at this hour of the night, but I'm a man of my word, and I'm going to deliver you these videos at all costs. Hope you have a beautiful day. I will see you right back here on Wednesday. Peace and love to the Crypto Crew.